I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see them or not. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's just too cold. I got the frame painted up. I'm gonna let the primer cure at least 24 hours, I suppose. You know, it at least makes me feel better about it. So while I'm doing that, I figured I'd jump back on this thing and see if I couldn't get all these plates to start fitting right. I got this plate. I had to shave that pretty good in order to get that to sit where it needs to on the engine. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a drill bit and I'm going to just pass through these and make these holes just the tiniest bit a little bigger so I can have some wiggle room, some adjustment room back and forth. That should get me where I need to go. And I feel like once I get this back plate on here, I'll be able to fit this one a little bit easier. I know for sure, well, for right now, what I think is I'm gonna need to get, so these three here, I think I need to get longer screws. Where did that go? Is this it? Okay, cool. Well, I need to get longer bolts of these size. My brain would work. And then that way they can pass, and I know you guys can't really see from where you're at, but the issue that I'm having is that they don't go, these aren't long enough. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have to pass these all the way through where they go to this plate, and then on the back side of this plate I'm going to have enough room for a nut, maybe a 9-lock nut. So looks like I need to get some hardware. That's nothing new though. Yeah, I've just been tinkering with this. I'm going to continue tinkering with this. We'll see how far I can get. And so the next little thing, I guess, that I'm going to mess around with here is this plate here. I still needed to, here's where you can see it a little bit better. I still needed to shave just a tiny bit off of these sides here, and I've went through with a white paint marker and just kind of done the line. I'm just going to go to the bench grinder. I'm going to grind off the line, not around the curve there, that's far enough, just on the edges here, and fit it, because I want to be able to take this off without having to take this off. And this is easy enough. I already got these loosened. So I'll just pop these out real quick. This clutch cover is going to fall off when I do, but oh well. There we go. Just take you right off. Alright. First test fit. Let's see how close I got. Get these in so the thing don't fall apart, because it will. You know what? That is darn close. I think one more pass right in there. Yeah. And then, since I'm here, well, I don't know. Trying not to get too far ahead of myself. Yeah, we'll shave that one spot down and go from there. Yeah, I need to just the tiniest bit more. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of real estate is the issue, especially on this corner here. There's really almost nothing there. I don't want to cut too much away because then that weakens that. At least that one point will be very weak. Just a little more. See how it does now. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Pretty happy about that. I have to clean the crap off of it. I might even repaint the black on it. I mean, I don't know if I have. It looks like a satin. I think I might have some satin somewhere. You never know, they might just get scuffed up and repainted whatever black I want, which would be matte. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. Not too sure what I'm going to do with it right now at this point. I still got to do the still got to get this other plate fit up. All right, so cards on the table. It's been, I don't know, like a full week at least since I've been out in the shop doing anything. But here we are. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see them or not. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's just too cold. And I'm going to say probably, I didn't probably take as much time. No, it's not going to focus. I didn't probably take as much time as I should have preparing the surfaces. So, take that as a lesson. There you go. You're welcome for that expert demonstration on what not to do. So what we'll do, I guess, is for this, I mean, I still consider that, I guess that's kind of a win still, you know. I do think it does only go, I chipped a little spot there. I think that is the second color, the second stage. So I might just have to scratch this down to the second stage, maybe throw a coat of that on just to be safe, scratch that down, clean it really good, and then I can just do the third stage, the red. But I don't know. We'll have to wait till Old Man Winter gets out of here and really get some good painting temperatures going on. Other than the frame being what it is, there was a human-sized tornado that rolled through here. I've already cleaned up some of it. I had some I had some other work to do there. I had to put a new threshold in the garage door, or a seal, or whatever you want to call it. But we're gonna get this area cleaned up here. Jump back on that. All right. Well, we got her straightened out a little bit, and pretty much everything that's left on here is stuff that I'm gonna be messing with. So first things first. Check this thing out. I had spent far too much time on this goofy little thing. It is it's a stubby screwdriver handle. I printed it up, got a 3D printer from Santa Claus, and so this isn't the first thing I printed. This is far from the first thing I printed, and actually, in fact, this is far from the first one of these that I have printed. So got a little bit of cleanup. You see the bottom looks a little goofy there. That side looks a little goofy. It does work though. I got it all together. There's a roller bearing in there, so that little back piece there will swivel in your hand. There's a magnet down in there, so when you put your, it does only fit very, very tightly, I will say. It does really only work with extenders, and it is a very tight fit, which will work loose over time. That's another reason why I put the magnet in there, because as you pull that bit in and out, that'll loosen up, so it'll need something to kind of hold it down in there. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty neat little thing that I did. But that aside, we got our little engine here, and I think I left off. I got these kind of squared away. The more astute viewer will probably notice the intake there. I did get a new intake for it to go with the new carb. The carb I've had now for a little bit. It's stuffed away. It was stuffed away in a box. I got the exhaust in, and so I suppose just to round out the video, we'll go ahead and do what we need to do and get all this crap put on there, even though I can't throw it on the frame and test it. We can still tinker with this and have some fun. So we got these plates on pretty good. I don't know, that the actual jack shaft itself does go in and out fairly easily, and I believe that's supposed to be the case. So we're good there. Might wind up having to take it all back off and do some, just to get some other stuff in. Everything is incredibly close to the what's that? I don't even know what it's called. The little screw holder that the clutch cable goes through. Everything's incredibly close to that, but I think we're going to be fine. So now I think it's going to be so for the new intake, I got to take these. I got to take the studs out. There's two studs here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see them from over there. But so there's two studs here. These have to come out because the new intake has its own screws that go in instead. They swap out for that. So we'll do that real quick. Get this thrown on, then we can fit the new carb on. I don't know. By the way, I guess I will state, I don't know what brand O carb this is, to be absolutely honest with you. I'll have to see if I can't find a parts number, or look through my purchases on Amazon and see exactly what it is. I mean, it seems to be fine. I haven't messed with it or done anything at all. I don't know. Ah, okay. That'll be fun. Alright, yeah, forgive me, I just kind of got lost there for a second looking down in there. I'll have to, when it comes time, I'll have to get the throttle cable and feed it down through this. I'll tear it apart. When that happens, I'll tear it apart and just kind of spray some brake clean in there and make sure there's no oils or anything like that. But just for right now, we're gonna see if we can't get these out. It looks pretty neat. I'm super curious to see what it's gonna do when I get it all on the bike. Like I said, that you see that that's the clutch cable. That's that screw right there. The clutch cable goes through that. You can see it's all super tight, but it does look like it'll still work. I mean, this doesn't go far enough to hit that or intersect with anything. So I think we'll be good there. Really, there's just one more thing that I can do for right now. There's at least one more thing that I'm thinking of. You saw me struggling there to get the gasket off. I'm going to reuse it. I just kind of reshaped it. And just here real quick, we're going to throw the exhaust on. Just for S and G's, we'll say. Did I make it? Oh yeah. Man, I'm telling you, it was a pain to get everything just to sit right like that. You can see we got all that on. That's not obviously going to stay on there. I'm going to have to take it off to get it to store the engine until we're ready for it. But I figured just for fun, we'll throw it on there. I think it looks pretty neat. I think it'll be all right. But we did all we can do for right now. I'm going to call her a day, go in, get something to eat, and decide what we can come out and mess with tomorrow. Well, so we're out here, and didn't even have all the lights turned on. For shame. It's the next day after work. I got some other random stuff to do, so I think that's going to be all for this one. We got the little engine. See it set up there. We got the carb on. We got the intake on. We got them plates fitted up as best we can for now. I'm sure when they go on the bike, back on the frame, they'll need adjustments, 100%. I've got the pull start, and then our exhaust. I'm interested to see how I'm going to be able to route this thing around the frame, because they call it flexible, but I'm going to say flexible. It is, you can move it and stuff, but you can't really do too much with it. You can't go crazy. So with that, thank everybody for watching, as always, and do all the normal stuff, like, subscribe, share. We'll catch you in the next one.